Stop letting other people treat you like a doormat. I think most of us have experienced that multiple times in our lives, that we felt being used by other people in relationships, in family constellations and friendships, or even by people that we don't know that well, like coworkers or even strangers. The thing is, like with a doormat only gets used when it's needed. When it's needed, when there's some, like the shoes are dirty, you want to clean it off. Other than that, you just trample over it. You are not a fucking doormat. You are a human being. So stop letting people treat you like that. And my intention today in this video is to get over some practices that you can implement so that you will not feel used anymore and you take the power back that belongs to you. Hi, my name is Martin, and my intention here is that I share myself unapologetically, authentically, and share my stories, my experiences, the learnings I've had the privilege to gain over the last years and decades of my life. And I want to inspire you to really live a life with purpose and that you are in charge of and not anybody else. And therefore, today's topic, I want to get into how you can take that power back, how you can stop letting other people dictate what you do, when you do it, and especially how you feel, how you think about yourself. So I've come across that so many times in my own life where I really abandoned myself for other people. I was basically their human doormat. I was there when they felt like crap. I was there for them when they needed someone to talk to or to get through a difficult situation. And once they didn't need me anymore, they just trampled over me. I'm not saying this because of self-pity. Why I'm saying this to you, why I'm sharing this with you, is because it's not about what they did. It's about what I did to myself. Because with all honesty, I let them. I let them treat me that way. I didn't stand up for myself. I didn't respect myself enough to say, stop, not with me. I'm not going to let you treat me this way. I just let them treat me in terrible and painful ways. And I assume a lot of you are going through that as well. If that is the case, do share in the comments and say, yes, that is me, and I'm open and willing to change. Because this is your time. This is your time to reclaim that power that you gave away. That you are not that doormat anymore for anyone and for whatever reason. Because as long as we give other people the power over us, we will never be able to experience everything that we desire in life. May it be a career or a relationship or anything else that you might wish for or long for or desire in your own life that you want to create. It's not possible as long as you are not stepping into your own power, into your own worth. So what really helped me was getting my heart broken. I know, it's like, okay, do I have to go and get into a relationship now and get heartbroken? No, you don't. I've done that for you, and I can share with you what I have learned from this so you can learn it as well and implement it. You don't have to go through the experiences that I've been through. However, if you are going through a difficult time like a breakup or a loss in any kind of form, then this is also for you, of course. You can still implement it. If you've watched my previous videos, you know that I've been in like a roller coaster of emotions for the past few months since my relationship ended in the beginning of the year. And to a certain degree, I felt like a doormat because I was always there for my ex. I always listened, no matter how much I had to do. Like my days were packed with coachings and with other things that I wanted to do in my life and build my business. Very often I dropped everything just to be able to talk to him, to be there for him, to support him through his own struggles, which I loved doing because he meant and still means the world to me. I have nothing but love and respect for this person. But what I learned is what I did to myself. And what it came down to was not setting clear boundaries. And with boundaries, I don't just mean setting boundaries with other people and for other people, but setting boundaries for ourselves. Like, how far am I willing to stop, or not stop, but take like a break from certain things that you might do on a regular basis? Like, I've done Kung Fu for a while, and during that relationship, I didn't do it as much. The thing is, like, in certain situations, it's absolutely okay. If I want to be there for someone, I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm going to change my plans because that person is worth so much to me, and I want to be there for them when they going through like a difficult situation. That is absolutely normal. But what I did is, like, I did it all the time. I was waiting for the messages. Once I got a message, I immediately replied. Every time there was like a message of something that was going on, I immediately texted back. I offered my support. Like, I was always there. I was always available, but I wasn't available for myself. And I know it's important to be open and there for other people, especially like in relationships. But we cannot do that while sacrificing our own self. Now, in the past, I've experienced it multiple times when I did that afterwards I was dropped. I was left. Same thing happened to me in the beginning of this year. I felt like I was not needed anymore and I was just dropped. And I've been on a very, very deep healing journey over the past few months, which was or has been very rewarding because I learned so much about myself, about life, about love. And this video, it only exists because of what I've been through. And I'm not talking about the topic, but literally the video. Because for a long time, I thought about like creating videos and sharing my stories, but there was always something holding me back. But because of the experience I've been through, I was like, you know what? Why not use that and share it with people? Because I'm not the only one who is going through shit. And if I can share, and if there's just one person who resonates with it and who finds some kind of hope or relief through that, then it was worth it to share what I've been going through. So the breakup led me to creating this video, this channel. So boundaries. The thing is with boundaries, there is different stages kind of like when you set boundaries. The first thing you have to understand is like, what is it that you actually want? Because if you don't know what you want, you cannot really set boundaries. If you want for a loving relationship, then you know that this is what you want. If you want respect, if you want someone to be like adventurous and whatever you desire from like a partner, then you can set boundaries in a way where if you meet someone and they are not what you resonate with, then it might not be for you. Like that's the first kind of like boundary that you have to set. Like the same thing with like a job. If you don't feel this job can add any kind of value to you, then it's important to figure out, what do you actually want? Where do you actually see yourself within your career? It all comes down to tuning into yourself and figuring out, what do I want in this life? What do I want to experience? What do I want to feel? Who do I want to be? What hobbies do I want to live and experience? Like, what is it that you truly desire? And then, of course, setting boundaries with ourselves is, like I mentioned earlier, how far are you willing to go? Like, when you see certain things, when it comes to other people, how far are you willing to be okay with it? Kind of expand maybe your boundaries. Because sometimes it's not quite that easy to say, like, this is the boundary and you cannot cross and I'm not going to let you cross. Sometimes it's a little bit more of like a juggling experience where you're like, okay, you know what? I might have set that boundary, but in this situation, I'm making an exception, but a very, very conscious exception where you make the decision. But you have to reflect before that, where it's not like an automatic response because you feel like, oh, if I'm not there for that person, then I don't have worth and they're gonna leave me. No, if you really need to be there for someone in that situation, even though you might not feel like it in that moment, sometimes it's okay to still do it. But in general, don't pour out of your own cup if your cup is not full. And that is setting boundaries. I set boundaries. If my cup is not full, I cannot be there 100% the way I want to for other people. I cannot support them the way I want to, with my full attention, with my full focus, and with an open heart, because I'm occupied within my own being, with my own thoughts, maybe lack of energy, where I'm just tired, and I focus subconsciously on that as well, where I'm just like, I don't want to be here. So it's really important for you to listen. How do I feel right now? And set boundaries based on your broader kind of expectations also. Because feeling in the moment is an important tool to use, it's a guidance system, but you have to see the wider picture and say, okay, you know what, how is that actually serving me, and is it in the best interest of the other person? Because if it's not, then don't do it. So that's the first kind of step or the second kind of step to really tune into yourself. Another important thing is then, of course, setting boundaries with other people. And that is after you've already tuned into yourself, figured out what is it that you want, how do you want your life to live. With setting boundaries with other people, the prerequisite is that you see your own worth, that you treat yourself the way you want other people to treat you. It's kind of like training other people to treat you the way you want them to treat you. And I'm not saying that from a pedestal kind of thing where I'm like, oh, I'm the master and you have to kind of treat me the way I tell you to. No, I'm treating myself in a specific way. And if someone else does not treat me with the same kindness, compassion, love, then I'm not going to let that person into my life because they treat me with less respect and worth than I have. So treating yourself the way you want to be treated shows other people your worth. And in that moment, you are defining your worth and not the other person. You are in charge of how you go about life, and not let other people or outside circumstances dictate what you do, how you do it, how you feel, and what to think. You are the master of your own ship in your own life. Nobody else. And then once you do that, the boundaries are clear. But then you have to also make sure to uphold your boundaries. When you see someone is crossing the boundaries, that you go into a conversation with them. Communication is key. And I'm not talking about communication where it's like blaming other people, where you're like, oh, you did this, you did that, because of you I feel this way. No, you go within yourself and say, how do I feel? What's happening here right now? And then you share vulnerably. If someone treats me with like disrespect, there's different ways I can react. I can go into like what I talked to you about you in a different video, like the fight, flight, freeze kind of like, oh, I got like, let's take the fight response where I'm like, oh, I'm afraid that that person doesn't see me the way I want to be seen. I feel threatened. I'm going to go into fight and I'm going to tell them like whatever. Or I can tune into myself, like that is a reaction. I encourage you to not react, but respond. And a response means that you first tune into yourself. How do I feel? What triggers me right now? And then share vulnerably and openly about what is going on within you. Saying like, this is how I feel. This is what I kind of experience within this situation. Not out of blame, but out of tuning into yourself and sharing from your perspective without pointing a finger. Because that way you give the other person the opportunity to listen to how you feel. And if they then share how they feel, you can find a solution together. But if two people blame the other person for whatever is going on, it's never gonna come to like a peaceful solution. That's why so many relationships fail. That's why there's like so much conflict in this world, because there's like different parties like blaming each other, and like, what's the point of it? Co-creation. Co-creation means that we are in it together. The better I feel, the more can I give you. The better you feel, the more you can give back. And if we don't need from the other person, we can create so much things together. We can spread so much love and kindness and hope in this world. But as long as there's conflict within us, there's conflict outside of us. And when that is combined with no boundaries, yeah, you know what's going to happen. So setting boundaries is really one of the most important things to do for other people to stop treating you like a doormat. Because as long as you let other people treat you like a doormat, it means that you are okay with the role of being a doormat. That it's like the comfort zone, because you have been in this kind of role for a while. You might not even know that you're in a comfort zone, because even though it feels not good, but it might feel safe in a twisted way, where it's like, well, at least I know what I can expect. What if I stand up for myself? Then I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know how people are going to treat me or react towards me if I change, if I stand up for myself, if I speak my truth, if I set boundaries. But that's exactly the key. If you do that, yes, some people might not like it, because they cannot treat you the way anymore that they treated you previously. But those people can, with love and kindness, F off. They can leave your life, they can go. Very often, they go by themselves and they just stop talking to you. It hurts, it's terrible, but it's better this way. You're going to attract other people who resonate with that new version, that version of yourself that is feeling your own self-worth, is practicing self-love, is kind and compassionate with yourself. You're going to attract people who will treat you the same way. It's a process. It is a process, and it's not always easy, especially when there's like feelings involved, especially if that's with someone that you've known maybe for years or decades. But even if you've just met a person and you've known them for a couple months, it still can have it still can have such a huge impact on you emotionally, especially when they leave once you are creating those boundaries. The thing is, if you don't, you will lose them anyways. Why? Because you never had them in the first place. If someone treats you with disrespect, they have never really seen the real you. They've never really appreciated the real you. So if they leave, it might feel like a loss, but you're losing something that you never really had. And that itself might hurt. But if you follow this process of self-healing, setting boundaries, being in your own worth, you will very soon look back on it and say, you know what? They did me a favor. They did me a favor leaving because they didn't see who I truly am. And that way, again, you make space for new people who are worthy of you. I heard something today that really resonated with you, and that is that very often it's not that, or most of the time, if people don't see our worth, it doesn't mean that we are not enough, that we are not worthy, but that they were not enough for us, that they did not see our value, our worth, that they didn't treat us with kindness. If someone disrespects you, if someone discriminates you, puts you down, talks over you all the time, talks you out of your dreams, your passions, your desires, they are not worthy of you. You deserve people who are supporting you, who are loving you, who lift you up when you're down, who sit with you in the mud when you feel like crap, instead of throwing more mud at you. With that being said, I hope you got some value out of this. If so, please hit the like button, share, comment on this video. It would really mean a lot to me. It would help me and support me as well to be able to continue with sharing these messages with you. So thank you for tuning in. I truly appreciate you. And as always, lots of love and a big hug.